So after you've had fun practicing straight lines, another thing you could practice, another skill that is going to be critical all the time, is just identifying what the endpoints of whatever this line is, as well as the midpoint. And I'm just, when I have something like this, I just come in a little bit from where the line sort of pooped out, and that's where I put my endpoints. I'm not checking and measuring, I'm just trying to use my eye. I'm going to come back and check it with my by using my pencil as a measuring device. I'm drawing flat, which is cool in a lot of ways. It does mess you up though when it comes to distortion, as far as things going this way, vertical, really not appearing that true to what you're drawing. So as I'm doing this and kind of thinking about the midway point, it might be fun to look back on this video and say, oh yeah, clearly I missed it by a certain amount because perspective is messing with me. So it's one of those things that doesn't seem like it would be that big of a deal, but when you really start getting into it, it is. Eyeball, I'll sort of make a mark and kind of move my eyes back and forth, and then I'm going to do a little testing now to see where I'm consistently off, because I know I'm going to be consistently off. It seems a little shorter, so I'm using my pencil and using my thumbnail to the tip of the pencil to make sure that those distances are equal, from this point to the midpoint and from that midpoint to there. So that would need to be adjusted a little over there. Interesting. I think I did that here too. First of all, I want to make sure this is horizontal. So I'm kind of adjusting and correcting, keeping my eye down here. Let's test that one. That's pretty close. This one I think was that line doesn't still doesn't look horizontal. Yeah, so that's interesting. I'm consistently kind of going too far that way, which is just a great thing to know and to just be aware of that. And then when I'm drawing, think to myself, am I doing that thing I usually do? And if so, how do I get better at that? And how do I stop doing that? Doing exactly what I'm doing is really the way to get better at it, as unexciting as it is. Yeah, I still want, I'm talking to my lines. Get more horizontal. That's the idea. I'm going to try to lift my head without getting it in the camera to see, just try to look literally straight down to make sure I'm looking flat at this piece of paper to judge the verticals. I would encourage you to, when you really start getting into drawing, to make sure if you are doing involved things that involve perspective and whatnot, to draw at an angle, at least, if not vertical, sort of vertical. The main idea is that your eyes need to be pointing straight towards the substrate that you're drawing on. So, go do that a million times.